Hey, good morning, good morning, good morning. So, we are off to our first job. So, I'm just leaving the yard now. Just need to get security to let me out. Seatbelt on, tacho sorted, vehicle checks done. It's starting to get bright here. It's Thursday, so I hope you all had a wonderful Christmas. I hope you all had a great Christmas. I had a great Christmas. Spent a lot of time with the family. Had a few drinks. Lots of food. I think I probably put a stone on over Christmas. I've been drinking that much and eating that much food. But it was a great Christmas. Had a really good time. I hope you guys had a fantastic time with your friends, your family, especially over Christmas, the festive period. And obviously we're literally now, it's Thursday, it's New Year's Eve on Saturday, it's New Year's Day on Sunday, and then we're into 2023. So this is the first video, in fact, that I've actually done where I've got the GoPro in the cab now, and you can see me. We can have a little chat whilst I'm driving. For the very first time, it's Thursday the 30th of December. Like I said, just leaving the yard. It's daylight's approaching now. I'm a little bit late at leaving this morning. The planner's been asking me when I'm leaving, which I have responded in just a moment. Obviously, because I'm cab hopping at the moment, it does take me a little bit longer to get into the wagon, transfer all my kit into the wagon for the week. Would normally be the week, but obviously it's Thursday. I'm only working today and tomorrow, and then I'm off the weekend, and obviously next week's a new week. But the good news is tomorrow I get my own wagon, get a new lorry. I get my own one. It's a 21 plate, and I'm really looking forward to it. Today I'm in a 72 plate. I'm in another driver's wagon. He's got his kit inside here still, so I've got to look after it, which obviously I do at all times. Yeah, so I try and look at, when I'm cab hopping at the moment, I try to take care of other people's kit and keep their cabs as clean as possible, because nothing worse when you live in a lorry all week, working Monday to Thursday, Monday to Friday, whatever it is, and it's not been looked after by another driver. So I do try and keep them as clean as possible when I leave at the end of the week, and yeah, that's what I try and do. So yes, I get my own wagon tomorrow. The driver whose wagon I'm getting, he leaves tomorrow. He's going into another job, by the sounds of it. I'm assuming that's the case. And yeah, I've spoken to the driver directly. He said to me that I'm buying his inverter off him, his microwave, which is all brand new. His inverter's only 9 months old. If you're not sure what an inverter is, it's a bit of equipment that powers up your microwave, your kettle, all of your electrics inside your cab. So yeah, so it's a fantastic bit of kit. I'm just giving him a little bit of cash for it. It's already installed into the wagon, so I haven't got to worry about all that sort of, getting it fitted and that sort of stuff. And yeah, that's pretty much where we are at the moment. So it's a beautiful morning, I have to say. A lovely morning. But yeah, just after my first job, I thought I'd say good morning to you guys on a Thursday morning. I thought I'd get another video in, another vlog in before the new year, basically, because 2023 is going to be an interesting year, I think, for vlogging. I'm going to try and do a lot more with you guys, give you a lot more videos, a lot more content, and give as much value as possible out there, within reason, of course, and see how we get on. Let's see how we do. Yeah, that's all we can do, really. You never know what to expect in the new year and what every year brings. But my aim is to keep driving, of course, enjoy what I do. I'm looking forward to getting my own lorry. I can't wait, so I can kit it out the way I want to kit it out, within reason, of course. Yeah, really looking forward to it, because you know, like I said before, when I'm cab hopping, you're in and out of different lorries every week. You never feel like you're settled, and I want to feel settled more, and that can be quite frustrating when you're not. So yeah, yeah, this lorry is quite high. I feel like I'm really high. I'm not sure about you guys. I feel like you're quite low. I'm over the camera, but I'll try and adjust this seat when I get to my first collection point. See if I can get a bit more comfortable, because I feel really high in this, really high. It's not the most comfortable. It's a lovely lorry to drive, don't get me wrong. Today I have a 14-foot trailer. So my first week I had a 14.9 trailer, I think it was. No, a 15.4 trailer, I think I had. Second week I had a 15.7 trailer. That was very high. This week, cab hopping, I've got a 14-foot trailer. So this trailer is a lot smaller. It's the same sort of height as the actual cab itself, so it should be a lot easier to operate. Famous last words, as they say. But yeah, this is a 14-foot trailer. Just before I left the yard, I was making sure that the trailer's working. There's no sort of defects on the trailer before I go out anywhere, even though it belongs to another driver and I'm sure he's on top of his trailer and his cab. When you go into a new wagon and you're cab hopping, you need to make sure your vehicle check's done properly, and you check everything, because last thing you want to do, especially in this job, this line of work, you don't want to be going out on the road to your first job and you're having dramas with the trailer, or any issues with the trailer especially. So obviously you do your cab checks, etc. anyway, but with the trailer, when you're obviously loading, unloading, you know, you're tipping, you want to make sure on these trailers the walking floors are working correctly. There's no defects, because you can seriously have some issues on the road and your whole day's messed up with it. So waiting for fitters to come out, or you know, whatever it may be. So you want your day to run as smoothly as possible, and if you do your vehicle checks properly, and you make sure there's no defects, your day can go smoothly. Obviously that's not always the case, anything can happen during the day, but 9 times out of 10, you do your vehicle checks properly, you can't go wrong. So yeah, so it's very windy today. My goodness, 2 hands on the steering wheel, mirrors. Yeah, so yeah, I've had a good Christmas. Comment on the video below, guys, on the comments. I mean, how's your Christmas been? What did you get up to? Did you have a good Christmas, bad Christmas? Did you eat too much? Did you drink too much? A bit like me. No, I didn't drink too much, I'm kidding. I'm not a big drinker. I had a few drinks, but I'm not a huge drinker. I never drink the day before I'm driving, especially, because obviously for obvious reasons. But yeah, I had a good Christmas and I'm back on the road today. You're probably wondering why I'm actually back on the road on a Thursday. Well, I did book some time off over Christmas, which the company did authorise, which was great. However, I did. Where should I go here? My coffee. I did. I mean, the last 2 days. It's Thursday today. It's 30th. The last 2 days, not really. There's not been, as a cab hopper, there's not been much work for me. And also because you're cab hopping, you're pretty much jumping into other drivers' wagons for the day. So if they're on holiday or they're not in for any reason, you sort of jump in and take that wagon for the day, and you know, take the jobs, get the workload done, etc., etc. So there's not been much work for me. So I was told just to sort of stand down and stay at home for now, them 2 days, which was fine. I got paid for it, can't complain. I'm still getting paid. And here we are today. We're back on the road, which I'm actually quite excited about. Actually, quite excited because I've been looking forward to getting back on the road. Actually, so yeah, we'll see what happens. So I've just coming off the road here. My first job's quite local, so I'm just dominating this roundabout as much as I can, because you get motorcyclists and other cars trying to overtake, and it can be a real tricky roundabout to master. So yeah, so that's the thing, mirrors all the time, mirrors, near side, offside, all the time. But yeah, roundabouts can be tricky in this job. If you're not using your mirrors and not aware of your surroundings, a motorbike, a cyclist can easily slip up on the side on your near side, or your near side or offside. You don't see them till last minute. So you've constantly got to be on your mirrors and be one step ahead of the game. Oh, retarder, endurance brake. So yeah, you'll notice that I do try to use the retarder or the endurance brake quite a bit when I'm driving these wagons, because it does save fuel, but also it does also take a lot of it stops you from getting brake fade, or your brakes from burning out. So the retarder, or the endurance brake as we call it, is actually quite a good bit of kit to have on the wagons. So yeah, yes. So anyway, when I do get to my collection point, I can't record much in there, of course, guys. Well, I can, but I can't. But when I get there, I've got to get my first job out of the way with get loaded, and then get to my first tipping point today, and then get on with the day, really. So we'll see what the day brings. I know what jobs I'm doing today. I've got 2 collections and 2 tips to do today, so it should be quite a straightforward day, but I don't like to speak too soon, because you never know in this job. It's a lovely day today, really nice day. You know what the strange thing is, I was set my alarm for 5 o'clock this morning. I got in about 5 o'clock, left about 5:30. Once I packed everything in the car, I didn't leave. Well, got to the yard about just about 20 past 6. Couldn't find the keys. I couldn't find the keys for the wagon. There's quite a few wagons in the yard still, actually. A lot of drivers are out, but I couldn't find the keys. I must have been looking in the wrong place. I found them eventually. Then I had to obviously take all my stuff out of the car, do my vehicle checks, take all my gear out, my kit out, my car, transfer it into this lorry, which I'm only in for today and tomorrow, like I said before, because the driver who owns this lorry, who works out of this lorry, does have his kit in there still, so I can't take. He's got pictures up of his children and stuff, so I have been told to not touch anything, which obviously I won't anyway. I'll respect everyone's property and all that sort of stuff. So I'm only in it to work, so, and I'll make sure I leave it clean when I leave the wagon as well. So yes. Just not long getting to my first job, guys. So what I'll do, I'll catch up with you very shortly, because I don't really want to record this collection point, and we'll see how we're getting on. Speak to you soon. Okay, so we are at the first tip of the day. As you can see, it's daylight outside now, so I'm just, oh, hang on a second, what's going on here? Yeah, so just waiting for my guy to just finish loading me, which I think he nearly has done. Yeah, so at the first job of the day, once I'm done here, straight on to, well, I need to move forward. I need to then strap up, roof on, secure my load, obviously on the back, and then onto the weighbridge, reverse, a little manoeuvre onto the weighbridge, and then we will then go on to the weighbridge to get weighed. Just waving to our driver trainer Lee. He just arrived. No idea what's going on there. Anyway, guys, I'll get back to you in a second, because I've no idea why he's here, but we'll soon find out. Speak to you shortly. Hello again. Hello again. So, just waiting to be tipped at my first job of the day. And yes, it's been an eventful morning already. It's now, what time is it? The time is now 10:47 in the morning. I'm just sitting here waiting to go into the weighbridge to be tipped. So yep, it's all going well, it's all going good. Sorry I had to cut you out briefly at my last, when I was being loaded at the collection point. I was being waved down by another driver. Yeah, so it's all going good. I feel quite tired today. Not sure if you've already noticed, but I've really got a real groggy throat today. I feel very under the weather today, I must say. I didn't sleep very well last night either. I'm just powering through the day, just getting through the day really. I've only got today and tomorrow, then back home tomorrow of course, and back in Monday, but yeah, do any of you guys feel a little bit under the weather after Christmas? My goodness, I certainly do. I'm just trying to get through the day. Try to eat healthy food, lots of water. Got plenty of Lemsips, plenty of soothers, plenty of sweets, menthols. Yeah, can't really do much in this wagon because it's not mine, and the driver's got all his kit inside it, so I'm sort of scared to touch anything. Although oh, here we go, I'm moving onto the bridge. Oh, let's move forward. Am I clear to go? Yep, I'm clear to go, I'm clear to go. Although, oh, I know I haven't got my seatbelt on, but I'm just moving forward onto the weighbridge so I can actually reach the screen basically. Please wait patiently, it says on the screen. So basically, as we go into the weighbridge here, this specific tipping location, and you've got a screen here. You're on the weighbridge now. Got my paperwork just here, my paperwork. You get a card, so you get a card that's linked to basically the site, your identification to enter the site with your registration number. Everything's linked to you on this card. It's like, so they know who you are. Scan that driver card and put your paperwork information in, and then they let you in. I'm going to be tipping on Bay 2 today. I think I'll be probably one of the first wagons in. Just turn the engine off, so I could be sat here for a little while. But I'm carrying, weight-wise, about 43, just over 43 tonne. So pretty heavy today, pretty heavy. So I'm just waiting for the screen to give me my instructions, and then we'll get onto the tipping bay, Bay 2, and tip and get this load off. So I'm carrying waste today, so sort of general waste. That time after Christmas can be quite busy with sort of general waste after Christmas. Everyone, you know, a lot of rubbish and stuff like that. So so we do tend to do a bit of waste work as well at certain times of the year, which is not a problem. But it is what it is. You get on, you crack on with it. And yeah, so I'm just waiting to get on, tip this load, and then get back to my second job, second collection point, which would be more waste, and then back to this location again to tip. So I'm doing 2 jobs at this site today. So hopefully I should be done at a decent time today, depending on how we get on today. It's 10 to 11 now, so we shall see how we get on. Got my hard hat, got my paperwork behind me, got my bedding behind me. As you can see, I've not set up my bed just yet. I'm only out for tonight. It's Friday tomorrow, so but I can get all my bedding and transfer all my stuff into my own wagon tomorrow, once I've got my own allocated lorry. So I can't wait for that. That's gonna be great. Just thinking what I'm going to do really with regards to my cab. Am I going to kit it all out? Do I put a Crystal Palace flag in the background? I'm sure a lot of you guys who are football fans don't agree with that at all. Yeah, so I'm just thinking what I can do to make it more homely inside the cab once I get my own one. So I'm just thinking out loud. Any ideas? Any ideas? Comment below. What should I have in my cab to make it more homely? Any truckers out there that your trampers, you've got your own wagon. What do you do to your wagon to sort of make it nice and cozy at night time? There's certain restrictions we have in place that we can't do in the cabs. I don't think we're allowed to drill or anything like that. So but yeah, any ideas? Any comment below? Let me know. What do you think? Give me your ideas. What do you do to your wagons? So yeah, so I'm just waiting to tip here. There's not much else to go through really to tell you about. It's not that exciting here because I was at this site last week, pretty much all week last week. I've been very local recently, guys, very local. So I'm hoping come January should be getting a bit more work, a bit more haulage work up and down the country sort of thing. So take you on some driving with me. So yeah, anyway, I'm gonna sit here patiently, have a drink of water, probably have some cough medicine because my chest is feeling quite tight today, or should I say I've got a chesty cough. I'll tell you what I've got, I'll show you what I've got. 2 seconds. I have this is what I've got, Corona. Do you guys use Corona? That's what I've got, Corona. So that's what I've been drinking for a chesty cough. Man, I've got a chesty cough, so that's what I'm using. So have some of that. I'm not even sure if this stuff is non-drowsy. Got to be careful, haven't I? Anyway, I'm going to go in now and hopefully get this load tipped, and I'll get back to you soon. Okay, so that's me done for the day. So just doing my end of day checks on the wagon, filling my paperwork in, so paperwork, etc. All the paperwork you got to do, and then that's me done for the day, guys. It's now 3:46 in the afternoon. That's me pretty much done for the day. I'm going to clock off in just a second. I'm going to clock off about, yeah, 10 to 4. Do my end of day checks. Paperwork is done. That's all complete. Paperwork done. End of day checks done. Plenty of diesel for tomorrow. Plenty of AdBlue for tomorrow. Yeah. And that's me pretty much done for the day, guys. I'm just parked down there. My car's just down there. I can either go home this evening or I can stay out. I've got to be at my first collection point tomorrow at 6 o'clock in the morning. It is Friday, so it's good to get out early on a Friday and get your first job done for the day, so that way you can get ahead of yourself, ahead of schedule on a Friday, get home at a decent time hopefully. So that's the aim for tomorrow morning. I'm just doing a bit of tidying up here in the cab. There's not really much for me to do. I've got my bed in for tonight, but I could be going home, or I could stay in the cab, not get up as early in the morning, get some, have a decent sleep, get up at a decent time, and then I've only got to go. My 2 jobs tomorrow are fairly local again, so, and then obviously I'm home for the weekend tomorrow, so it's working out what the best thing is to do. We've got New Year's Eve on Saturday night, so we're around a couple of friends' houses. We're staying over at their house. The little one's got some friends to play with, and then we'll see the New Year in on Sunday, of course. Saturday night, Sunday. And then Monday, it's 2023. Yes, 2023. And then we can look forward to a good year of vlogging. Lots of great videos coming out, hopefully. And hopefully a lot more excitement in terms of my job. And I should get a bit more work up and down the country. That's what I want. That's what I'm looking forward to. Let's see what it has to bring. 2023. So, on that note, I'm going to just relax, finish a couple of bit of admin off, and then work out what I'm going to do for the evening. So yeah, have a wonderful day, and I'll see you tomorrow for another day on the road. I'm not sure what else I'm going to show you tomorrow, guys, because I'm pretty local again. It is the same work I'm doing tomorrow, so it is what it is. But I'll do my best to give you some bit more content tomorrow. And the good news is I'm getting my own wagon tomorrow. Yeah! So I can move all my stuff out of this one, all my stuff out of my car, my cooler, my kettle, etc., and put it into my new wagon, my wagon. Yes, my 21 plate Scania. And I haven't got to worry about cab hopping no more. So that gives me more time on a Sunday to not come into work. I can come in on a Monday, get on the road, off I go, happy days. So looking forward to that tomorrow. In fact, I will do my best to bring you on my little tour of my new wagon tomorrow and show you what I'm going to do to it, hopefully. Okay, so it's Friday. It's Friday, and I just have to perform another reverse manoeuvre before the bank holiday weekend. So I've just collected my last job of the week, and then it's going to be straight to my tipping point, and that should be me done for the weekend. Just checking both mirrors. Mirrors at all times, nice and slow and steady. Slow and steady on the reverse. So this is one of the tightest sites that I've been to personally. And you are having to slowly manoeuvre to get onto the weighbridge. So I'm just manoeuvring backwards now into a hanger. To straighten up slightly and then line myself up with the weighbridge. There is a, let's have a look, here we are, just stay focused. Mirrors at all times, 2 mirrors at all times, look at your mirrors, look at your mirrors, look at your mirrors. Bring the cab around and we're straight into drive. And then the weighbridge is just in front of me. And all I've got to do now is line myself up with a weighbridge and not hit anything. So nice and easy. Line myself up, check your mirrors, both sides at all times. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is pretty much me on the weighbridge. So back in a second, just got to grab my ticket and my paperwork. Back in a sec. Happy New Year. I'll see you in the New Year. Yeah, see you next year. See you later, mate. Have a good one. Bye. Okay. So, this cough ain't going. That's my paperwork. So that gives you, so the paperwork gives you your weight, total weight in the back, and all the relevant information you need for your tipping point, so for your delivery. So that's my last collection of the Friday in 2022. Let's go and tip this and then back to the yard to transfer my kit into my new wagon, which is ready and waiting for me. So can't wait. Oh. Make sure steering wheel's adjusted properly and I'm happy. Right, let's get off the weighbridge. Just leaving the site. I thought I'd bring you guys on this last job with me. So when you leave a weighbridge, you've always got to make sure you check your mirrors at all times until the end of the trailer is literally off, because you can easily clip the weighbridge if you turn too soon next thing you know, the back end of the trailer is taking out a light or part of the axle or something like that, so you've got to be careful. Mirrors at all times as we come out, mirrors, always checking mirrors. We're straightening up now, and off we go. We have now left that site. Let's go and tip. Oh, the weather's shocking today, it really is. It's horrible. I stink. I was in the middle of eating a pot noodle, and yeah, I was halfway through eating it. He finished loading me, so the timing wasn't the greatest. And we're just going back to, yeah, the tipping's about 10 minutes down the road, 5-10 minutes. My usual sort of job this week that I've been doing. Indicators on. It's a clear right, clear left. Just take it slightly wider on the exit. Bring it around, and off we go. Let's go. I'm just at the weighbridge there talking to the guy there. He's quite a funny chap. They've all got a good sense of humour at a lot of these places. He's got literally a crate of Corona, sorry, a crate of Sol, a crate of Corona, and a crate of Budweiser. Oh, what I would do for a nice cold beer right now. Oh. He said they has to be stocked up for tonight. I said, you gonna drink all them? He goes, yeah. You kidding me? He goes, yeah. You're doing the same, and he said he's doing the same tomorrow as well, New Year's Eve. Whew. It is New Year's Eve tomorrow, isn't it? Saturday? Yeah, New Year's Day on Monday, yeah. On Sunday, should I say. So yeah, yes. Take this roundabout nicely. Yeah, I mean, it's when you've got, I mean, one thing I'd say, since I've started driving, is when you've got 24-25 ton on the back of your trailer, which is equivalent to about 42-43 in total. So you've got your tail weight as well, which is basically the weight of your wagon and your trailer, which is about 16-17 ton. Then you've got your weight on top of that, which is your trailer. And then you add the two together, which gives you a total weight of 42, 43, 44 max is what I'm allowed to carry. But we never try and go 44, we try and go 43 maximum, or just below 44. But you do feel the weight in the back when you go that, when you're carrying that much weight. Then you get car drivers who get impatient, who don't like waiting behind a fully laden, or fully freighted Arctic. So they try and overtake you on a 40-mile-an-hour speed limit, and they sometimes try and overtake you on a bend as well. I mean, I've got about 7 or 8 cars behind me. I'm doing 40 mile an hour, which is the speed limit on this road, and I've had cars overtake me on this bend, and believe me, there's been a couple of close calls. If the car driver just waits 2 or 3 minutes to get to the end of this road, 2 minutes if that, an extra 2 minutes on your journey by sitting behind a lorry, is it really going to make that much of a difference to your journey in a day? I don't think it will. But hey, some may disagree. I don't think it does. Rather get home safely in one piece than overtake an Arctic on a single carriageway and breaking the speed limit and risking your life to oncoming traffic. But people will still do it. People will still do it. Anyway, that's enough of my ranting for the moment. Yeah, so just getting to this, my last tipping point of the day. We're not far away now. I did say it was very close. Then back to the yard. Well, bit of paperwork. Back to the yard. End of day checks. Make sure everything, the wagon's all sorted for the driver whose wagon this belongs to next week, or whenever we come back to work. And then I've got to transfer my kit into my wagon, which is my own wagon. So yeah, can't wait. Anyway, have you noticed that I keep going on about me having my own lorry now? I'm excited about it. It's like a big kid, aren't I? Can't help it. Can't help it. Yeah, so that's pretty much the situation. Am I working bank holiday Monday? I don't think I am. It sounds like we're not. It looks like we're standing down for bank holiday Monday. Are we going to be in on Tuesday? I have no idea either, because apparently Tuesday is a bank holiday as well. So yeah, so I think I'm definitely going to be off on Monday and back to work on Tuesday at the very least, if not Tuesday, Wednesday, and I'll hopefully get some new videos out in 2023. See how we get on. Maybe I want to try and take you guys on a few manoeuvres with me, because one thing I've learnt about this job, this particular job, this job will make you a good driver. Working for this company, I mean, I'm not saying I'm a great driver, I'm not by any stretch of the imagination, but I am becoming better at driving these lorries, these heavy good vehicles, a lot more, because we do go to a lot of really tricky sites. And when I say tricky sites, I mean small sites where you literally have to have 2 or 3 shunts to reverse up to a loading bay. You have to reverse onto you have to reverse to get onto a weighbridge, like I was just doing there. You got to reverse into a hangar, then sort of manoeuvre and straighten your wagon up to get onto the weighbridge. There's a lot of shunting involved, but I've noticed the more sites you go to, the better you get at reversing as well. Like anything, everything comes with an experience. But with this company, working for these guys, you go to some real tricky sites, and it does make you better at driving. I do find it's making me more confident at reversing, at driving in general, and I'm not complaining. That's quite a good thing. So because I mean, even though I've been doing a lot of local work this week and last week and the week before, a lot of the same work, you do go to a lot of different sites and you don't know what to expect. You really don't. I mean, I haven't even covered any of the country yet, hardly any. I think the furthest I've been is Portsmouth at the moment, so it's not far at all. So 2023 with these guys is going to be interesting, because I can see me covering a lot more of the country. So we shall see. Just getting to my tipping point now. Let's see how busy it is, because sometimes there's quite a few wagons here already. What time is it? It's 1:10 nearly. Oh, this is what I don't want. I don't want to be finishing at 4 o'clock, after 4 o'clock, purely because it gets dark at 4 o'clock. It gets dark and then I've got to transfer my kit over. I don't really want to do the daylight, so I'm hoping I'm going to be I'll stick here just for a second, in fact. I'll go further forward. I don't want to be going beyond 4 o'clock. I want to get back to the yard at 3 o'clock, really, just so I can transfer my kit over to my own lorry now. He's waving me forward. It's busy here. We've got a few lorries here queuing up to tip. So we shall see. Let's see what it's going to say. He's asking me to go straight in. So he's asking me to go left into the parking car park, the boggy car. So you know the boggy car park I was showing you yesterday? He wants me to go in here again and queue up and wait to be seen to. Oh, it's a bit bumpy there. Bit of a tricky one there. A bit bumpy. Oh, here we go. I don't want to use my diff lock on here. It's not. Oh, Jesus. This is muddy. If you could see this, it's horrendous. It's been raining all day and it is absolutely filthy. And this wagon is definitely going to need a good clean over the weekend. That is for sure. Right, it looks like I've got to sit tight here. Jesus. Ah! Whoa! Right, okay, I'll sit tight here just for a second. Handbrake on, neutral, sit tight. Now I'm literally sitting in a boggy puddle. Let's see. if these two guys could move forward, make my life a little bit easier. You can move forward if you like. I'll tell you what, whilst they're waiting to move forward, I'm going to eat some pot noodle. And before you say anything, it's not the healthiest meal in the world, but I haven't stopped since 6 o'clock this morning, and it's just, I've got the kettle next to me. It was whilst I was waiting to be loaded, I just thought I'd quickly make myself something to eat. It's just quick and easy. So yeah, I'll finish this. It's quite hot, I'll finish that in a minute. Yeah, so waiting to be tipped. Right, so what I'll do is we'll give it a little while. I'll wait, there's not much to sort of show you here, so I'm just waiting to go inside, and we'll come back to you very shortly. And maybe if it's daylight still, I can show you a few clips of me packing my new wagon and getting all my kit into the wagon, such as my bedding, my cooler, my big coolers inside my car, back at the yard. I can get everything set up. All right, speak to you soon.